Hello, good morning. Today I'm filming what I eat in the day. Today's going to be a little bit different because it is going to be mainly out of the garden. I start every morning off with this 12-ounce cup of water. It is a wine tumbler, but it keeps cold and it's got a straw, and I like that, so I start my day with this every morning. Now I'm going to start with actual food and, well, not actual food because I'm making a protein shake, but basically whatever else I drink in the morning. Because I do a lot of liquids in the morning. You will see that in this video. Okay, so the first thing I have every morning after my water is Pedialyte. Today I just finished off the bottle of Pedialyte I had in the fridge. Yes, I know it sounds weird for an adult to be drinking Pedialyte, but it helps me get a dose of electrolytes in first thing in the morning, so that's what I do. Then I start working on making my protein shake. I've shared this recipe several times, so I'm sharing it again. And I guess it probably won't be the last time I share it. But yeah, today I am making a whole one. Usually I just do a half. But yesterday I was starving even after a half one, so I did a whole one this day. So it's a whole banana, 2 scoops of protein powder, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. And if I would have had a frozen banana, I would have used 4 ounces of milk, maybe 8. But because this was a fresh banana and it wasn't frozen, I only used like 2 to 4 ounces of milk. And then I added ice in about halfway through the blending process. Okay, so now that it's about halfway through the blending process, I am going to stop it. Well, the blender stops after 20 seconds anyway. But I am going to add in some ice cubes. Yes, the ice cubes are on my counter. Yes, the countertop is clean. So, it doesn't really matter. But I know I'm going to get that comment of, ew, that's disgusting, you leave the ice on the counter. Okay, so now that it's done blending, I can drink it out of the blender. I choose not to, so I just poured it into a big glass, because with the whole one, I did end up needing the bigger glass, which is so weird to me, because I'm so used to seeing it in a glass about the same size as my Pedialyte, but yeah, now I'm going to make the whole one. So this was my breakfast and what I was taking my pills with this morning. And then after I had my smoothie or my protein shake or whatever you want to call it, I ended up having, I had my 16 ounces of water with my Normal-Lite. I ended up filling this bottle up with 24 ounces of water 3 times today after I had this. So I ended up with 100 ounces of water total. That's usually where I'm at, between 76 ounces and 100. And this is a 24 ounce water bottle. I just fill it up to 16 when I put my Normal-Lite, because I know how much water I like my Normal-Lite mixed with, and with 24 ounces it's too much water, and with 16 it's just the right amount. So yeah, and if you can hear that in the background, the cat is playing. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is my lunch. I'm having leftover chili mac. This is what we had for supper last night. This does have some stuff from it has tomatoes from the garden, bell peppers from the garden, as you can kind of see. And the tomato sauce that we used for it is tomato sauce that we made last year. So, yes, I did say I was eating out of the garden today for the most part, so yeah. We would have used kidney beans from the garden, but the kidney beans that I grew last year, I used in a recipe the other day, or hell, it might have been longer than that. And I always top mine with a little bit of onion, and I need to shred up some of this sharp cheddar cheese. I can't have chili mac without cheese. Okay, so now that I've added the cheese, this is what it looks like. I will stir this all together before I actually eat it, because I'm just one of those people. I know some people don't do that. I do. So I'm going to go eat this. And I'm having my second full bottle of water with this. So I had my 16 ounce with my Normal-Lite. Then I did a 24 ounce. Now I'm having my second 24 ounce. I'm pretty sure. I think it is. I'm not sure. It's been a day, so yeah. Okay, so at this point I am getting ready to start dinner, and since I am cooking out of the garden today I needed to go pick some fresh basil out of my herbs, because we are having spaghetti sauce. I am loosely basing it off my spaghetti and meatball recipe and my grandma's Italian spaghetti sauce. It's not really Italian, it's her version of Italian, but yeah. I think I've shared that recipe. If I have, I will try to remember to link it, but I know I have shared my spaghetti and meatball recipe, so yeah. But this was also the first time I ever made it with fresh basil, and it actually surprised me that you could tell a difference, and I don't know if this basil was actually ready, but yeah. But I didn't have any parsley ready, so yeah. So I had parsley, basil, Italian seasoning, and about a pound and a half of ground beef that was cooking on the stove. I was just going to let that brown up, and I was going to drain it. And the garlic is fresh out of the garden, and so is the zucchini that I put in it. But I just started, after the ground beef had browned up and I drained it, I added 2 jars of spaghetti sauce that we made last year, and about another jar full of water. I just rinsed out the jars of tomato sauce, so I wasn't wasting any of the tomato sauce. So it was about 3 jars of liquid. Then I added garlic, about 5 cloves of garlic, onion that we had left over in the refrigerator, basil. I'm going to guess and say it was probably about 2 tablespoons of minced basil, 3 tablespoons of parsley, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. That's just, I eyeballed it, so Yeah. And then, not everybody is going to agree with this, but I like to hide vegetables and my spaghetti sauce and my chili, and I briefly mentioned this later, but I did cut up one of the smaller zucchinis that we had from out of the garden and put that straight into the spaghetti sauce. It did not affect the taste at all. I probably should have added a little bit more herbs than I did, because the spaghetti will soak up a lot of the flavor, but it doesn't really affect the taste. And if you don't want to have zucchini noodles, then sneaking zucchini into the sauce is the best way to do that. So, yeah. And my brother didn't even say anything about it, and usually he's the one who says something about when I sneak like zucchini and stuff into spaghetti sauce. So, yeah. I will also add that I do peel my zucchini first, because you can leave the peeling on, but if you're trying to hide it, you're better off peeling it. And if this wouldn't have been such a small zucchini, I probably would have taken the seeds out of it as well, but when I cut it in half to see if I needed to cut the seeds out of, I will show you. You can't really see the seeds. And zucchinis with big seeds, you can tell, and you need to remove the seeds, but I didn't need to in this one. I just cut it up, and it worked out just the way it was. And I just cubed them a little bit into smaller pieces, and then it basically, as the longer it cooks, it breaks down. And this sauce simmered for 3 to 4 hours, so it did have a long enough cooking time to where the zucchini broke down. When I show my final plate, you can't even tell that there is zucchini in the sauce. On cucumbers the entire time that I was making the spaghetti sauce, because that's just what we do. We cut it up in a bowl, put some ice on it, put some ice on them, and that way they're a little bit chilled, and we sprinkle them with salt. So, yeah, that's my snack for the day, and we do this multiple times throughout the day. So I probably had about 2 cucumbers this day, then I had more with supper. So this is dinner. I almost forgot to film it. It's the spaghetti sauce I made earlier. I just did regular spaghetti tonight because there is zucchini in the actual spaghetti sauce, and that's a great way to sneak in vegetables, just doing like spaghetti sauce or chili or anything like that. And there's more cucumber because I was going to do a salad, but we don't have enough lettuce in the garden, and I don't feel like cutting up a head of lettuce for 3 salads. So we're just going to have cucumbers that we've been picking. And That's, oh, and I did top mine with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. The way I do this sauce, I don't think it needs a whole lot of cheese. The way we usually do our spaghetti sauce, I feel like it needs more cheese. I don't know. Okay, so that's going to be it for what I eat in a day out of the garden. If I do eat more, yeah, I'm holding my remote. I was listening to music, so I had to pause it. If I do eat dessert or something later, which it's 8:41, so I might have something. But if I do, I will show you. But other than that, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video, and bye-bye. Okay, so I am going to end up having dessert tonight, mainly because I took my steroid, and the taste it leaves in your mouth is just disgusting, so I want something to get out, so I'm just going to have this Swiss roll, and that'll be the last thing I eat today.